On June 24, 2025, Cobb County Police responded to 911 calls, reporting a bobtail semi-truck driving recklessly and nearly causing multiple collisions. An officer located the truck on Dallas Highway and attempted a traffic stop, but the driver fled, swerving onto both northbound and southbound lanes of Barrett Parkway in an effort to evade police.
Just Q15, safe travel. Yeah. Radio B is not yourself. Clear. Northbound.
7514, he's now on the opposite lane of travel.
Sorry, eastbound, wrong lane, continuing. 52. Just got into the eastbound lanes of travel down the correct direction. We have a unit in front and 3 behind them. Yeah, boy, trying to ramp police vehicle, continuing. We're going to notify GSP.
7514, he's now entered the other lane of traffic, and now he's just crashed back over to the correct lanes. So you can get a helo. 1022, he's wrecking. He just wrecked out radio.
After several minutes of reckless fleeing, the suspect attempted to cross the median to switch lanes, but lost control of the truck, crashing into the rear of a nearby home and coming to a stop. The driver was taken into custody shortly after without further incident. Officers later confirmed the semi-truck had been reported stolen. In the next incident, a suspect stole a school bus and led police on a chase that left behind serious damage for local farmers. At about 10:15 a.m. on Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, a man stole a school bus in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, sparking a high-speed chase. Dozens of patrol units joined the pursuit of the stolen bus. As the chase neared the Indiana state line, the suspect veered off the roadway and began tearing through local farmers' cornfields in an attempt to escape. Back on the main road, the bus continued at roughly 60 miles per hour, barreling down narrow streets and blowing through stop signs in a dangerous manner. The suspect kept changing directions, making it difficult for officers to set up an effective block. At that point, troopers still had no clear strategy to end the pursuit, and if the bus re-entered the cornfields, it risked causing even more significant damage to farmland. short time later, spotting patrol units ahead, setting up a blockade, the suspect swerved off the road again, plowing straight into a freshly planted cornfield to avoid the spike strips. Pursuing officers stayed on the roadway to avoid destroying the crops. Fortunately, the suspect soon steered the stolen bus back onto the main road and continued fleeing.
He did not hit the suspect.
Miss left. We're going to turn back westbound on 11th and stuff.
Clear westbound 11 now.
They might come out.
Clear on State Road 9, approaching 100 south.
Just south of that intersection.
Clear in the cemetery. You advised he went through a fence and now back eastbound.
Yeah, we're through a field, into a yard, now left 100 south.
South, 100 south, field and into the yard.
He's trying to get wires through some electrical fencing here.
Clear on electrical fencing.
He just hit me for sale. I'm out of pursuit.
Clear 4-1 is now out of the pursuit. Reference to 1050 his commission. Clear heading south, down road, eastbound from yard. Clear on headed back towards the field. Clear on your commission at 10-0.
In the following minutes, the suspect steered the stolen bus into yet another freshly planted cornfield, leaving officers with no choice but to follow. The bus tore through the field, kicking up massive clouds of dust that blinded the pursuing units, making it nearly impossible to keep visual contact. This was likely the suspect's strategy all along. Dozens of patrol cars joined the chase, crushing rows of young corn plants and leaving a trail of heavy damage across the farmland.
stop six at the end of 10392. At the end of 10392, we have stop six at the end of the driveway. That is it. We're on northbound on 09. Where are these stop six? Where are these stop six? That's 10392.
The suspect drove from one cornfield to another while patrol units scrambled in confusion, struggling to contain the stolen bus. Officers still hadn't found an effective way to stop it, and the chase began to resemble a cat-and-mouse game. At this point, it was clear police needed a more decisive and forceful approach to bring the pursuit to an end. After about 15 minutes, the suspect returned to the main road where officers successfully deployed spike strips. At least 2 of the bus's tires were punctured, yet the driver stubbornly continued fleeing. Troopers stayed close behind, determined to contain the situation and prevent the suspect from causing further damage. Despite having blown tires, the suspect kept plowing through more cornfields, refusing to stop. Meanwhile, officers struggled to contain the runaway bus, unable even to get close enough to intervene. By this point, the damage left behind across the fields was already extensive, and the toll from the chase was mounting rapidly. Around 11:15 a.m., the pursuit finally came to an end when officers managed to pin down the bus as it barreled through yet another field, stopping the suspect's reckless run in Shelby County, Indiana. The driver, identified as 32-year-old Chad A. Murdoch, was taken into custody without further incident. Several patrol vehicles were damaged after colliding with the bus during the chase, and Murdoch's two-state rampage left widespread destruction across farmland and private property. In the next incident, a suspect chose a dump truck as his getaway vehicle. While it certainly gave pursuing officers a challenge, police were determined not to let it slip away so easily.
He's trying to hit me with a rock.
At about 5:25 p.m. on June 27, 2022, the Lonoc County Sheriff's Office received a call about a man who had stolen a dump truck and was trying to escape. Deputies quickly began pursuing the vehicle, but once located, the suspect drove erratically, swerving across the roadway and becoming increasingly reckless. Officers knew that stopping a suspect in control of such a massive, heavy-duty truck, especially one being driven so dangerously, would be a serious challenge.
Talking to cabin, they've got spike strips coming. Let us know where he goes. We'll get spiked.
Looking at him, he turns the gravel up here. Yes, sir. A few times in stated request, asking for their assistance, so they know we are asking for their assistance. Roger, maybe I'm going to come down through one.
104, you want around?
Network things, sir. 104, you're going to pick up calling it, or 116? Alameda is in the lead. Alameda is in the lead. 116 is right behind it.
115, all units, the whole Fairview. I'm trying to sell some price. Keep over at Fairview.
It's not 1020.
We're south on Climber Road.
19 set up, Deep Plumber, Fairview. 116 is
Where are you at? Deep Climber.
Old Deep Plumber coming up to Singleton. We just turned.
Coming up on Singleton.
Coming up on Singleton?
115, what's your Deep Climber? There you are. Coming very good. Stop right there. Trying.
He's turning south.
Or south on Singleton.
Turning back.
The suspect then turned onto an unpaved road, seemingly trying to use the dust cloud to block deputies' view. And for a while, it worked. The dust grew so heavy at times that officers completely lost sight of the dump truck.
He's trying to hit me with a rock. We'll rest on Smire. We're back on pavement now. South on Danny Glover, come up 236.
We are on Danny Glover.
Still westbound, light traffic. 80 miles an hour.
Approaching Joyce. What's my way going to get off car?
Although the suspect wasn't traveling especially fast, deputies had no choice but to stay close. A pit maneuver was out of the question, and at that stage, they weren't ready to use firearms to disable the vehicle. The suspect seemed to take comfort in the dump truck's size and power, showing little urgency as he continued his slow but defiant attempt to escape.
We're approaching Highway 89 now.
We're at 89. We're south on 89.
Still monitoring.
Still westbound 294. We're southbound on Lingo Road. West on Granger. Going back northbound.
Get out of the way!
As deputies kept up the chase, Trooper Cornwell deployed a spike strip in an effort to disable the dump truck. The vehicle did hit the strip, but with so many tires, a single puncture wasn't nearly enough to stop it from rolling on.
Yeah, eastbound. We're going back to 89 and 15. We're going back south on Lingo. We're making a circle.
South on Lingo.
Still southbound, speed's about 75.
Go about 370. I get the X26. I'm on Lingo now.
Are you going northbound?
Yeah, folks, getting off the course.
Yeah, get off the road. He's coming southbound. He's coming hot. He will hit you.
Southbound on Lingo, he's headed towards Carson Bridge.
Okay, I'm down out of time. Get almost there. I can get to 76. I got to hold on one more. I'm coming down trail. I get the 8 to 76. I got a roadblock one car. Get away from your car. Get over to the side somewhere. Way out of the way. Good news, Jordan. Hey, one all units, take him out.
He just totaled out 58 units.
Your unit the safety line is advising they just hit him. Confirm they just hit your unit.
Minutes later, Trooper Little positioned his patrol car across the road as a barricade, hoping to force the suspect to stop. For a brief moment, it looked like the driver might comply, but his next move made it clear to officers that they needed to be even more alert and cautious in handling the situation.
Let's try again. Say dial, then the phone number, or say call, then the full name and phone type you want to call.
We're still on Carson Bridge. Actually, we're very close.
Sorry, I missed that.
I'm on West on Carson from Big Bang.
You can interrupt this code message and give a command by pressing the voice button on the steering wheel. To make a call, say things like call John Smith, call John Smith work, or dial 206-555-188. To launch a personal assistant on your connected phone, press and hold the voice button on the steering wheel.
Southbound Charlie Loop. Southbound Charlie Loop.
Arkansas State Police brought in additional patrol units to try to bring the chase under control, setting up more spike strips along the route. But once again, the traps had little effect on the massive dump truck. The suspect kept pushing forward, driving recklessly and creating a dangerous situation for other motorists on the road. When Strickland steered the dump truck onto Charlie Loop Road, officers opened fire, targeting the engine and front tires. At least one round appeared to hit the engine. Even so, the chase continued, with law enforcement trailing closely and waiting for the heavy vehicle to finally give out.
I shot my rifle.
Okay, he's the one through, dude. 516, get out Carson Bridge Road, local dog. We're coming right in, get out 17.
The gunfire appeared to take effect as the dump truck began to slow. One officer used his patrol car to try and force the vehicle down even further, but the suspect remained stubborn and reckless, deliberately colliding with the patrol unit. Officers stayed on high alert, fully aware that his dangerous behavior meant he would remain a serious threat until completely stopped and taken into custody.
Yeah, we're rolling at about 5 miles an hour.
Put it park. Put it park. Put it park. You got it. Get that. Get him out. Get him out.
A few minutes later, the dump truck finally came to a complete stop. Officers moved in quickly with weapons drawn and took the driver into custody without further incident. He was identified as 29-year-old Trevor Strickland. Strickland now faces multiple charges, including attempted capital murder, 6 to 30 years in prison, theft by receiving, 5 to 20 years, and fleeing, 3 to 10 years. While no serious injuries were reported, the pursuit caused significant property damage. In the next incident, 2 women decided to use an RV as their getaway vehicle. But even that wasn't enough to help them escape from police.
Probably heading back towards 131, which is Canada.
At about 1:30 p.m. on June 12, 2021, the Michigan State Police Lakeview Post responded to reports of a tan and brown Winnebago RV driving erratically near highways M91 and M46. Troopers observed the RV pass 9 vehicles on the right and run a red light. When officers attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to comply. Troopers even pulled alongside the RV with lights activated, making eye contact with the driver, but she still sped past and refused to stop. The officers then shut off their lights and continued following the vehicle.
606414.
Go ahead.
606414.
6414. Go ahead.
Let's get a little bit further on this. This thing come all the way probably from Elm on 46, erratic driving, passing on the shoulder. They tried to get it stopped, wouldn't stop. Tried to get some stop sticks on it, and those were successful in She tried to take out 6466, so.
Clear, so it sounds like a pursuit on a Winnebago. Anyone in position?
5-7 on the post. Try and get position here. 37, I'm in Kentwood on follow-up. I can start that way. 52186 belt line. Just gonna head up there.
They're getting off at the 114.
Okay, sounds like they're getting off at the 114 north of Kent County.
I'll roll north, just in case.
Clear.
$60-106.
Go ahead.
They hit my patrol car.
6106, I copy. They hit your patrol car.
$6064 6414.
Go direct.
Yeah, she just rear-ended one of my units.
Clear. 6106 also advised his patrol car was hit.
That's 6466.
6466.
If you can get to Federal. She's back westbound right hand, so they're gonna get back to the highway.
$6414.
Go ahead.
Even after one of its front tires had been completely destroyed by a previous stop-stick deployment, the RV kept going. Troopers tried using their patrol cars to slow it down, but the driver swerved repeatedly to avoid them, coming dangerously close to colliding with the cruiser several times.
6414 southbound in the northbound lanes now.
Speed's at 43, permission to pit.
Southbound in the northbound, speeds at 43. Requesting permission to pit.
Highway. 6614, whatever you got to get this thing stopped.
We're coming up to the fire, guys.
The RV then turned onto US 131, heading southbound in the northbound lanes, where it tried to squeeze between two lanes of congested traffic. Despite the heavy backup, the driver recklessly weaved through vehicles and even used the shoulder in a desperate attempt to get away.
45, 1359.
53 from 66, just follow her. I'll try and break the traffic up. Stay behind her, because there's double lane here. She's not gonna have anywhere to go. Cutting across.
Location.
$6414.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they're probably about 2 miles from the county line or so right now. Still southbound.
Copy, all units be advised. They're a couple miles north of the Kent County line, southbound 131, Montcalm County.
60, can you let Kent know where we're at? 5-3. Hit another car.
Oh, 6414. Are there any Rockford cars on the freeway now or no? Good.
At least 4 civilian vehicles were struck by the RV as it barreled down US 131. The driver then crossed over into the southbound lanes, continuing south before exiting at 17 Mile Road. Patrol units stayed close behind, waiting for the right moment to bring the runaway RV to a stop.
I got one at West River heading north.
I think I'm going to have to shut this thing down here at 17 Mile if I can get some help.
Cutting across. We're going to be southbound in the southbound lanes. 5-3, move out of the way.
Cut across southbound in the southbound, 1402.
6414, sir.
5-3 from 66, back off. Slow down traffic for me.
Southbound, passing 22 Mile, exit 110, speed 85 miles an hour.
Southbound into Kent County, 22 miles, 85 miles an hour, 1403.
5-3 from 66.
Good.
Ram. I don't know how much metal they have left.
Can't be much. That's 109, speed 80.
Southbound passing the 109, 1404.
614, I think there's a turnaround here at the 105. I'll sit here. 20, that's over 60. 6152 on northbound West River.
52 northbound at West River, 1404.
Six 133 checking in. I'll be in Kent till midnight. Can I be of help anywhere?
If you don't mind heading north on...
In the minutes that followed, the chase escalated as the RV's speed climbed to 85 miles per hour. The bare metal rim of the destroyed front wheel had worn down significantly, yet the driver stubbornly pressed on. Troopers continued trailing closely, searching for the right opportunity to bring the pursuit to an end.
6614, it's stuck in front of her. She's just going to rear end me, correct?
Affirm. She'll just hit the gas. You have sticks by chance? You got one car in between us, about 200 yards.
I got no cover here.
Clear on that. Speed to 67.
$7 miles an hour, 1406.
60 from 6466.
6466, go ahead.
Just a heads up, we believe it's occupied by 2.
Absolutely occupied by 2, 1406.
66 from 37.
Go ahead, sir.
We're all working our way north. What's the original reason for stop on this?
Straight towards me.
Okay, who you got helping you there?
Got 5-3, myself, and then 14's behind us now. We're coming up to 17 Mile.
I'm better than thinking. 3714. If you guys get strips out there somewhere, maybe down by, oh, maybe, I don't know what's out there, 14 or maybe Post. This thing's smoking pretty bad. Yeah, I'm a ways out. I think you got 5.2 and 5.7 is going to be a little bit closer to you, but I'm trying. They're taking the exit 17 Mile Road here. I think 66.
Hey, real quick, what's up? Hit speed. Yeah, real quick.
All units be by CY6 is patched, so Kent County can monitor on the talker.
I'll call you back.
Kent County says if you need to stop 6, let them know.
A few minutes later, troopers executed a successful pit maneuver, forcing the RV to a stop. Both women inside were taken into custody and showed signs of alcohol use. The female driver was placed in a patrol car but denied being behind the wheel, attempting to pin the blame on her passenger. Officers informed her that she had been seen driving and that she now faced multiple charges, including fleeing and eluding, violating parole, and possession of stolen property linked to items found inside the RV.